especially. I'm getting tangled. Uh, especially with the PlayStation. Like YouTube makes this PlayStation app so easy to go live on YouTube. It's like literally child's play. Kids do this all day long when they're playing video games. So if you ever want to make your own reality TV show, put it low. I'm trying to plug this charger in so we don't lose power. So voila. Damn, that piece looking good, yo. It ain't nowhere near finished, but that bad boy look right. I already can see the finished paint, yo. This thing gonna look nice. I recently sold a painting too. It was the last installment of the Reader series. It was entitled Amos Nelson Wilson. The book in that piece was Black on Black Violence, the Psychodynamics of Black Self-Annihilation in Service of White Domination. And it was a picture of a handsome black man standing outside holding a stack of books, contemplating life. And so I recently sold that piece, and it's in a private collection now. And I keep talking about it because I'm sad as hell. I'm happy it's gone. It's weird, yo. It's like your kid moving out the house finally. I swear, like all my art is like my kids, yo. That's how much time and love and dedication I put into these pieces to turn nothing into something. And then it's like, all right, bye. Like, yo. But it's cool that it's in a nice ass boozy. What a doozy. I'm on Instagram Live. Alright, I got my homies starting to come into the YouTube channel. And I still got this corny YouTube music playing, so I gotta use the phone to turn this music off on YouTube. So hey, appreciate y'all checking in. We got a few close-up shots of the painting here. I'm gonna be on YouTube for a minute. The YouTube channel actually looks better than the Instagram because it's on my phone. So the link is in my bio, or I'm pretty sure it's there. But my YouTube channel is just my my regular name, Travis Prince, and you'll find it. So see you guys on YouTube. Peace. All right. Yo, here go this dumb shit with my fucking... Yo, oh my god. Yo, my app. Yo, my app signed me out and it won't let me sign back in, yo. Yo, it took me so long just to connect this app. That's the only thing I don't like about streaming on here is you can't control the functions of the screen of the stream from the PlayStation controller itself. You actually have to download this companion app to do shit like turn that music off and to flip the camera around so that everything is viewed properly from both ends. And it's like those two little functions. Why didn't you build the capacity to manipulate that within the system itself instead of having someone install an extra app? And this app has so many glitches in it. Like sometimes it just signs you straight the fuck out. Won't recognize your password. I've had to change my email and password for this shit like 3 times because it just glitches sometimes. I'm surprised I actually remembered that thing just now. Ooh. Hey now. Nah, it seemed like because they split the app up, yo. They split it up 3 times. The original PlayStation companion app did everything. It was uh your info to Sony News, it was your messages, and it was your operations for manipulating your stream. And then they gave us the PlayStation Messenger app and took that and they separated that way. And then they gave us the PlayStation second screen app. So now instead of having one app, you got 3 apps. And I don't know, it just seemed like it was working better when they had everything on the same jump. Now that they broke it down, like you got 3 different PlayStation apps for 3 different functions, and it really doesn't make any sense. Let's see. It's already 9 o'clock. Still haven't eaten dinner. I'm gonna hop straight onto some of this painting, guys. 'Cause if I don't do it now, I'm gonna sit here and run my fucking mouth for an hour and don't paint shit. That's not productive. The Daily Show with Trevor Noah. How racist is Boston? Why am I gonna do it? Just because.
Got a trillion photos in this thing, but I want that out here.
Donnie Wahlberg, and all of the rest of the Wahlbergs. It's also home to Spotlight, the team of Boston Globe reporters who exposed the city's church sex scandal. I'm here because the Spotlight team has been asking another uncomfortable question. How racist is Boston? For decades, people have called Boston racist for numerous reasons. The Red Sox were the last baseball team to integrate. Bostonians violently resisted desegregation. Even in 2017, fans at Fenway Park called Adam Jones the N-word. And all this got Spotlight curious. Reporter Akira Johnson.
So we wanted to look at why does Boston have the racist reputation, and why does it deserve it?
How do you measure racism?
Well, you do it in a way.
How many times the N-word is said in a day? Like a negrometer. Like a negrometer?
A negrometer?
N-word meter.
No.
N-word meter.
So one study we found,
This dude
we
said
wanted to look at why does
negrometer?
Boston have the racist reputation, and why does it deserve it?
How do you measure racism?
Well, you do it in a way.
How many times the N-word is said in a day? Like a negrometer. Like a negrometer?
No.
N-word meter.
No.
Okay.
So one study we found showed that the median net worth of white families in Boston was $247,500. Compare that to the median net worth of black families in Boston, which was $8.
Like counting the thousands, like $8,000.
No, just $8.
$8. That's not even a grande soy latte.
In essence, net worth is what you own minus what you owe. And black folks in Boston don't own a lot.
That's not even enough for a foot long. With the drink.
You know, racism is more than just attitude.
That's not even enough to buy 11 donuts.
This is one example of what structural racism looks like.
I'm sorry. I eat when I get sad about social inequality. If Boston is the cradle of equality, Spotlight wants to know why black enrollment at many of Boston's universities hasn't really gone up in 30 years, or why there's so little diversity in boardrooms and hospitals, or how among 8 major cities, black people voted Boston the least welcoming to people of color. Surely the people of Boston must be feeling all that structural racism. To find out, I went to one of the city's most cathedrals, Fenway Park.
I don't see that racism myself, honestly.
No, I don't
think that we've got a lot of attention with our sports being in the media.
So Boston's racist reputation is a conspiracy formed by people who hate Boston sports teams for winning all the damn time.
Yes. They love to hate us.
Yeah, I don't think Boston is a racist city at all.
So how do you know?
I don't feel it. You know, it's just a gut feel. I don't feel like it's racist. I've just never encountered it.
Huh. That's a race problem. Why haven't these Bostonians seen it? The NAACP's
Isn't that way the
theory.
Black Lives Matter movement started?
To support what black people in and around this city already knew.
So if the data was news to you, you called the article the Spotlight article. But if you already knew about it, you just called it, that's what I've been trying to tell y'all. Article.
Because the racism is not as overt, it's difficult for people who don't experience it on a day-to-day basis to realize that it's there.
Ah, I get it. I've been asking the wrong people. If you want to know if Jurassic Park is safe, you don't ask the dinosaurs.
It's not as racist as it used to be, but there are some blatant problems.
A white person walks into a room in Boston, they don't have to think about that I'm the only white person here.
On a scale of Jazzy Jeff to Jeff Sessions, how uncomfortable is it for black people? Tell me when to stop. It's Jeff Sessions right here. Right there. So about 60, 70% comfortability. Not quite, hey boy, go home, but definitely not.
Know your neighborhood, know where you are allowed, know where you're wanted.
It's hard to fix a problem you can't see. To help this city recognize structural racism, maybe I just need to use the one thing that brings all Bostonians together.
Sports.
Yeah, Celtics probably.
Sports teams, we're winners, is what we do.
I just need to get this city of champions hyped about finally winning at the one thing they suck at. We're about treating people with respect.
Yeah.
Which city treats black people the best?
Boston!
to Atlanta actually, and then New York, and then San Francisco, and then Charlotte, and Tampa, and then at the bottom is Boston. What these people really needed was a mascot, so I gave them one. Introducing Wokey the Walrus. Who's got the best baseball? Boston! Who's got the best football? Boston! Who's number one in creating a system where structurally black people don't always get the same opportunities? Boston! Working already. See, Boston, feels good to be honest. Fighting structural racism is going to be exhausting, but if white people are willing to put in the legwork, we'll get there.
I never knew Boston had a reputation for being racist.
Hey guys, it's like 20 degrees out right now. I'm gonna pour some water on this place so we can see what happens.
The question was about the social context.
No, okay, let's go back to social. So, in the States, in the United States in the 60s, we had in the 50s and 60s, early 70s, we had a thing called the Civil Rights Movement. Malcolm X, Martin Luther King, Medgar Evers, Stokely Carmichael, now Kwame Ture, and others, Black Panther Party, Weathermen, et cetera, et cetera. This movement for freedom always existed within the United States. In the United States, we have a huge abolitionist movement, people who are against slavery. And most of them are white people, to be honest with you, in the United States. Most of the people who are against slavery in the United States are white people. You would think that black people would be the ones at the forefront of the abolitionist movement, and we are. I mean, I can quote Frederick Douglass, I can go to Nat Turner, I can talk about Harriet Tubman and others. The historical change. We can fight. We fight, we riot, we protest. But when it comes to the courts, the laws, the mood of society, religion, white people, white Americans have been at the forefront, have been the leaders of black freedom. Now, black people don't want to say that. I don't know why, but it's the truth. The truth is, Barack Obama was not elected by black people. Even if all the black people in America voted for Barack Obama, he still wouldn't win because we're that small of a group in the United States. Latinos, whites, they say, we want him, black man in office. Now, of course, we black people in America, we appreciate it. We're like, yes, finally we have a black president, blah, 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 and I can go into that too on another level. But just the sheer excitement of it, okay? Just keep it light, keep it on the surface. To understand the movement for real, the real freedom movement, it has no color on it. And if it did have a color on it, it would be revolutionary white people that would be at the front of it. Now, of course, there's people like me in the United States, black men that are fighting for freedom every day. Every day, we never let up, ever. It is in my blood. I will always stand for the cause of black liberation. no doubt. But I stand for truth also. I stand for humanity first. The deepest part to being black is being African. Deepest part to being African is being human. Deepest part to being human is being God. Deepest part of being God is being love, being intelligence, and all of the above, understanding, mercy, all that. It's godlike. What would you rather be, black or God? Who are you really, African American or human? I tend to lean toward human myself. And so hip hop as a movement is colored with this as well. Not all of hip hop agrees with KRS-One, and they shouldn't. Hip hop should be challenging everything that anybody is saying out there about. Truth will hold up, and that's all I speak is truth. So I invite all questions. But let's get it clear that all of hip hop doesn't agree with this. But like I just explained to the lady here, I'm one of the leaders of the culture. I'm not, and I don't say that like I'm above anybody. That's a job. That's a burden. That's a responsibility. That's not something you say and then all of a sudden somebody puts flowers on you. No, that's a hard position to be. To say, wait a minute, I'm trying to birth and lead my culture. So go back now to the 70s. Malcolm X is assassinated. Dr. King is assassinated. John F. Kennedy's assassinated. Medgar Evers is assassinated. And Black Panther Party members is assassinated. And then all the other little ones that didn't get the name recognition assassinated. I grew up in that. Hip hop grew up in that. There's two types of people in the world. Black men and black boys. Black boys is who you see on mainstream television. I want the girl, the big house, I'm driving the car. That's little boy stuff. And any man will let you know, any man knows that. Any adult knows that. Now I'm not saying that when you're on TV you can't aspire for the good things in life, no doubt. But a man, a real man, he gets on the TV and first, he looks for his kids. Let me make sure my kids ate today. Are they clean today? Did they learn something today? Are they protected today? Before I can even talk to you, is my kids good? It's a man. Is my woman good? Is she feeling? Is she empowered? Does she feel like she can breathe? Is she expressing herself? Does she feel loved? What's my woman doing? Most of the rappers you see on TV, they have no woman in their life. They have little girls who are only interested in little boys. So they play little girl, little boy games. I want the guy with the car. That's a little girl, a little boy. I can't argue with that. Leave all that over there, okay? There's a little girl, little boy arena that rappers play into. But the majority of us are men and women, the majority of us. So the movement starts with black men. Hip hop begins with black men in particular. In particular. Now,
one of the most challenging parts of meditation
is skipping a fucking commercial.
Not white boys, not Asian boys. Men, black men, talking to white men, who are talking to Asian men, who are talking to Latino men. We all come together and we say, like my man, I can run down, like in graffiti, you got Takey 183, one of the most famous graffiti writers in hip hop. He's Greek. You got Quick and Scene, who I think is Italian. Scene, rest in peace, he passed. But Scene is he's a legend in graffiti writing. It's a white kid. Cap, big cap. We used to run around crossing everybody out. White kid. They not hip hop? Of course they hip hop. But also, they recognize that this ain't about color. This ain't about race. Even white kids that live in the neighborhoods in the Bronx, they know they're just as oppressed as we are. And they feel it every day. These are men, okay? Men, white men, who are getting hit over the head by the cop, called nigger lover. Oh, you just want to be a nigger lover, by other white men. You walking down the street with your black girlfriend, and you got blacks and whites dissing you because whatever. No, that's a man standing for his principles. Give a fuck what y'all think about me and my wife. I'm a man. Step over here, I'll give you two in your head. That's what I'm talking about. Now, that's where hip hop comes from. That. And that's what we're missing. Because now everyone regards hip hop as mainstream and MTV, and that's little boy stuff. Even the executives that work at MTV are little boys and little girls, all of them. Because there's no way a man is gonna program what's being put on MTV. No way. You cannot say you are a man and then program MTV to be what that bullshit is.
You don't think that that is selfish, man?
No. The selfish reduces you to a boy.
Yeah, okay.
The minute selfish, boy. Angry, boy. Racist, boy. Sexist, boy. All that, just anything you put in front, take you down the board. Now you may start out as a man, but the minute you open your mouth, we're gonna see if you really a man or not. We're gonna see. And what's happening is rap music through mainstream media is turning all boys into boys. They're not raising them as men. They're not raising us up as men. And this is the movement of hip hop, maturity. This is it. This is at least the first part of it was maturity. I'm not that kind of man. I'm this kind of man. And now we're gonna stand on it. What is it? It's Malcolm X. Oh, word. What is it? It's the Black Panther Party. Oh, word. You go to any prison in the United States right now, go to any prison in the United States. If they know, if the prisoners that are there, if the people, the inmates that are there, if they know that you stood for revolution, you have no problems in prison. If they saw you on the TV, and they in prison, and they saw you on the TV go, gangster, gangster, I got the guns out, we on the corner selling crack. The minute you get in prison, you're finished. You're done. You're done. Oh, you a gangster? Come on in here now. Come on in here with some real gangsters. And let's show you what gangster is. Because the people, most of the inmates in prison started out as boys, went to prison and became men. Then they're in prison, they realize, damn, I shouldn't have killed that person. I shouldn't have robbed that person. But now you're in prison. So now you realize yourself, but you're in prison. So now you get aggravated with other people who are talking about robbing and shooting and killing and selling drugs. You're like, yo, all you're gonna do is wind up right here. So if you dumb enough to be out there talking like that, the minute you come in here, dude, we waiting for you. I'm waiting for you. But now you let somebody like Chuck D or Mortal go to jail for any reason. Still have dudes washing their underwear out for them. And be like, yo, dog, yo, what you stand for, we protecting you on that right now. You let Cypress Hill be real. Let him go to prison and see the Mexicans come around him like a general. Ain't nobody touching Be Real out here. They say it in their language. But this is manhood. Manhood! Right after manhood, here comes womanhood. And it's not right after, it's really first, and I'm gonna show you why. Hip-hop politically begins with men. It begins with black men. It really does. It begins with the attitude of black. But Kool Herc, the father of our culture, the reason he went outside to play his music at 1520 Sedgwick Avenue, actually inside in the community center, the reason he went was because of his sister. his sister Cindy Campbell. Cindy, his older sister, was the one who said, "Yo, Herb, go." And as she said, he was a graffiti writer, right? Cool ass Clyde. And it was his bigger sister that said, "Could you DJ for my birthday party?" And he left the walls and became a DJ and started playing, James Brown and Apache and all these classic records now. But let me go from him to her. Women, not little girls, women, real women, is the purpose of hip hop, is the glue of hip hop, it's the glue of it. Men are the outward appearance of hip hop, black men. Behind them is all kinds of women. Start with Cindy, with Kool Herc. And Pebbly Pooh, first female MC, who was with Kool Herc. Take it all the way over to Sha Rock, who was with Funky 4+1 More. Take it over to Roxanne Shante, who had many battles and won, by the way. Take it over to Salt and Pepper. Take it who was battling Dougie Fresh when they first came out. Take it over to Queen Latifah, MC Lyte. These are hip hop women, okay? Take it over to them. Now, women are also the executives. Sylvia Robinson, legendary woman, her soul rest in peace. She was the founder and president, CEO of Sugar Hill Records, the first rap records to come out in a major way, putting aside the Fatback Band's King Tim III, which is true scholarship. But coming over to Sugar Hill Records, that was ran by a black woman. Grandmaster Flash, Treacherous 3, Furious 5, Sequence, all of them, black women. See the vision and put it out. I say all this to say, what causes the movement of hip hop? First, Africa Bambaataa caused it. But go further back, Malcolm X caused it. Go further forward, Kool Herc caused it. No, he didn't. Cindy caused it. Oh. Go even further, my mother caused it. And every single mother that raised a single boy to a man. This is also hip hop. As most hip hoppers, the early hip hoppers from 81 to 91, the golden age of hip hop, 90% of us raised by women. 90% raised by single women. Dad was not around. Hip hop is feminine in a lot of ways. Hip hop exalts the woman in a lot of ways. Mainstream says, oh, hip hop is misogynist toward women. Hip hop degrades women. Stupid. What an idiotic argument. Those people who say that are not even part of hip hop. Because if you was part of hip hop, you know that this Queen Latifah who put out, I need a gangsta bitch. A gangsta bitch, I need a gangsta bitch. Her artist was called Apache. He actually put the record out. But Latifah was the woman, the executive behind the record. Then Latifah puts out, who you calling a bitch? UNITY, your biggest record in hip hop. This is one woman. Anybody who looks at hip hop would look at Mary J. Blige and Method Man. Method Man, the record, all I need to get by. Shorty, I'm there for you anytime you need. For real, it's me in your world. Nothing makes the man feel better. I can't get his lyrics together. But when you listen to the
nothing make a man feel better than a woman. Queen for my crown and we're down with whatever.
J. Blige, he's just like, oh, you're my world, you're my everything, you're everything. How is that misogynist? At the end of the record, he says to Mary, you my nigga. Does Mary go, why are you calling me a nigga? No, Mary know exactly what he's talking about. She's like, word, they did the video together. She even went and did another record with Ghostface, which was even bigger than that one. This is real hip hop. real hip hop, not sociologists, not professors. They don't even know their own subject. How you gonna look at hip hop? They don't even know their own subject. They don't even know what sociology is. So to put a period on it real quick, there's a little period here. The movement of hip hop, peace, love, unity, having fun. It comes out of the civil rights movement, the continuation of that struggle to get free. And what is free? Not just free to run around and do stupid stuff, but free to be a man, free to be a woman, free to raise a family. Right now, hip hop is in family mode right now. All of hip hop is in family mode right now. All of us, we got our kids with us. We're putting our kids on TV. Will Smith just put his son up. Snoop just smoked the blunt with his son. Actually, he actually, no, what I want to say is that his daughter, he just did a record with his daughter called No Guns Allowed. Just did a reggae record. Snoop Lion did a record with his daughter and Drake. Big up to Drake, big up to Snoop and his daughter. For doing that record, No Guns Allowed, and they did a reggae record on that. That's Snoop. That's 187 on an undercover cop, yeah, and you know, that's him, okay? That's him, all right? Now he's my daughter. And no guns in school. Why? Because I'm a father, really. And we knew that. When Snoop said 187, we knew who he was then. Me and Snoop have been friends for years. Years. Does he look at me and say, oh, Chris is just preaching too much? Do I look at him, oh, he's gangster again? No! Snoop is probably more intelligent than I am. Think about this. Everybody who's for the cause doesn't run around with dreadlocks and red, black, and green on.
I really can't believe that so many people are still working in this old way, selling it.
UNITY, UNITY, that's the unity. UNITY. Love a black man from infinity to infinity. UNITY. Yo, who you calling bitch? UNITY, that's a unity. UNITY. Love a black woman from infinity to infinity. Yo, gang, that's what's up, man. Seems like I can't really get anything done in just an hour. Oh well. Alright, I'm gonna get out of here, guys. I just need to get a new controller for this thing. But anyway, I'm gonna get out of here. Appreciate y'all hanging out in the studio with me for a little while, and I'll catch you guys next time.